Okay, now that we got those in the freezer, let's go ahead and get started on the second part of the dessert, the creme brulee. I'm telling you, if you make creme brulee for your Valentine, you're getting creme brulee. So let's go ahead and jump into the ingredients.
Some boys began to drink beer and whiskey. A few began to smoke marijuana. Reefers.
Yo, what is up, Grazzmates? Welcome back to my channel. It is your boy Richard Reefer, and welcome to this special edition of Double Baked, the Valentine's edition. So I know that I was supposed to drop a video in the middle of the week. That's when I usually drop my videos, but I figure we might as well wait for Valentine's Day. Plus I started a new job, so hours have been a little weird, trying to figure out the proper schedule and whatnot, where I'm going to be filming and how this is going to work. But I like making these videos, so I'm still here. But we're still baking. We're still baking. We're still baking. Baking. So for the Valentine's Day, we're going to be making fruititas and creme brulee. So let's go ahead and get started with our fruititas. The ingredients we're going to be using for the fruititas are going to be really basic and simple, because again, I can't really cook with cannabis, so there's no point in making my own pie filling right now. But if you're making this at home and you can cook with cannabis, feel free to make your own pie filling and go ahead and throw some cannabis in there. But what we're going to be doing is apple pie, cherry pie, and blueberry pie filling, some coconut flake, and some wonton wrappers. It's going to drop all of our pie filling into the blender. And we're going to add our half cup of decently packed coconut flake. This is the puree we're pretty much looking for right here. Now we're going to dump this in a mixing bowl. And now we roll up. Now we're gonna just put a lid on them. Not gonna seal it. Just gonna cover it. And we're gonna throw it in the freezer. Okay, now that we got those in the freezer, let's go ahead and get started on the second part of the dessert, the creme brulee. I'm telling you, if you make creme brulee for your Valentine, you're getting creme brulee. So let's go ahead and jump into the ingredients. We're gonna need 6 egg yolks, just the yolks, save the whites, make an omelet, be healthy or some shit. Gonna need a quart of heavy whipping cream. Gonna need a vanilla bean. You can use different types of sugar. You could use regular sugar, you could use vanilla sugar. I'm gonna try this organic sugar in the raw, see what it's like. So we're gonna use a half a cup in the actual recipe, and then we're gonna sprinkle some on top later. Let's get our oven preheated to 325. And then we're gonna get over here and start working on our cream. Good way to get these vanilla bean. Just gonna go ahead and smooth it out with a spoon. We're gonna split it. See all that in there? That's what we were looking for. Yummy. All right. So let's go ahead and dump our whole quart of whipping cream into that pot you saw. We're gonna take our vanilla, just tap it in. Then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side of the bean. Again, we're just gonna tap it in. And we're gonna take our vanilla bean and just go ahead and drop that in there as well. Give it a little stir. Okay, and now we're gonna turn the heat on this. We're gonna start it off at about medium. So after about 5 minutes, you're gonna wanna raise the heat to about a medium high. And you're gonna wanna keep an eye on it so that the top doesn't form a skin. As soon as it hits a boil, we're going to remove it from a boil and put a cover on it for 15 minutes. While we wait for our cream to cool, we're going to go ahead and start working on our eggs and our sugar. So go ahead and dump our half cup of sugar in there. I'm just going to lightly whisk it. We don't want to mix our eggs too much to where when we add our cream that they scramble. So it's going to go nice and slow. Okay, once our eggs and our sugar are mixed up and they start to lighten up a little bit in color, we're going to go ahead and start adding our cream. Okay, when we add this cream in, we're going to go real slow because like I said, we don't want our eggs to scramble. This cream is still warm. Make sure you get all the vanilla off the bottom of the pot. Mix it around a little bit. Make sure you get all any little pieces of the bean that might have been left in there. Get it all in there. Give it a final little stir. Now we're going to pour it into our ramekins. Best way to do this is with a ladle. Now we're going to put them in our roasting pan. Now you want to pour in about enough water to where it comes up halfway up the side of the ramekins. Now they're in the oven, we're going to set our timer for 45 minutes. Well, we're going to start with 40 minutes, but they should take no longer than 45 minutes. And you know what that means. It's time. Alrighty, now that they're out of the oven, we're going to go ahead and put them in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. Yeah, I know, 3 hours is a long ass time, but this is a Valentine's Day dish, like I said, so go spend time with your motherfucking Valentine. And then, when they think the day is over, hit them with this. Alright, so it's been 3 hours. You've had time to kick it with your Valentine. The Fruititas have had time to freeze. The creme brulees have had time to set. Let's go ahead and finish them up. So you're going to get your deep fryer and you're going to drop about 3, maybe 4 of these bad boys in here. When they start to rise, go ahead and set this in there on top, keep it pressed. Alright, in about 30 seconds, you can go ahead and pull it. See as they start to get a little brown on the tips, depending on how fresh your oil is, it might brown up a little faster. That's what we're looking for. We're going to drop them right into a bowl of cinnamon and sugar. Now we're going to roll them in the cinnamon and sugar. Okay, now those are done. So now we're going to move on to our creme brulee. Okay, so for the creme brulee, we're going to take our raw sugar. We're going to sprinkle it right on top. We're going to shake it around like so. Get a good coating all over the top. Then we're going to get our torch. Turn it up, high heat. We're just gonna go in there and kind of just caramelize the top of that sugar. We're looking to get a nice crispy coating on the top. And there you go, boys and girls. I'm telling you, if you surprise your Valentine with this, it's fucking going down. Bow chicka bow wow. Alright, Grazzmates, thanks for hanging out with me today and stopping by for this Valentine's edition of Double Baked. As always, check out the other platforms. We'll probably be doing something like this for the whole month of February, something nice, you know, elegant maybe. We'll see. Subscribe so you know when the next video drops. Until next time, keep it lit. Peace out, Grazzmates.
Reefers.